It seemed like it was an epic experience. I got to ask one of our team members to get a couple of videos, and it definitely was a sold out crowd. So very excited and very proud to serve a bunch of Chris Brown Breezy fans.
Snowie Atlanta was front and center at the Chris Brown concert. What was the experience like for your team?
It seemed like it was an epic experience. I got to ask one of our team members to get a couple of videos, and it definitely was a sold out crowd. So very excited and very proud to serve a bunch of Chris Brown Breezy fans. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
think the response was fantastic. Concerts are a mixed bag for us, but we had so many young people there, and even some of the older Chris Brown fans were actually enjoying shaved ice. I think you have so many Americans who, in a study, suggest that they're not drinking as much alcohol, so they're looking for an alternative to fulfill that need. And so I think Snowy was a great alternative for so many Chris Brown fans. So turned out very well.
Definitely a different type of energy at concerts. What goes into preparing for an event of that scale? Like any behind the scenes stories from the night that you can share?
So the preparation begins the week of. And for us, we had 2 satellite units there a few days before the concert, set them in different locations. And we had a person working at each unit and then someone managing the entire event. So the setup was not that difficult. And then teardown was the next on Tuesday. So turned out pretty well. It's a pretty simple setup.
So with thousands of people attending, how did your team handle the rush and keep things fun?
Yeah, so we were a part of pretty much all of Metro Atlanta's arts festivals, and that's been what we've been a part of since we've started. That has been always just a great stream of income for us. We also are a part of colleges, so Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Kennesaw State, a couple high schools, Mill Creek, and Decula, and these are all for their football games. And we do Emory University and also Georgia Tech for a couple of other. They might have some back to school apartment things, just really expanding the corporate way.
You guys were a part of a pretty cool corporate event this summer in downtown Atlanta. A lot of times we see Snowy Atlanta outside, but we haven't seen always Snowy Atlanta inside and what that looks like. I don't think people have pictured that. So maybe just share a little bit about that event, how it went, and the service you provided.
So I guess I'll take that one, even though I didn't do that event. But one of the things we pride ourselves on is the mobility and how compact our satellite carts are. So they can fit in a standard door, like a standard door frame, standard elevator. So we can compress it to fit in that particular space. Therefore, there's no environment that we really can't participate in. We do several companies and different condos, apartment complexes where they have limited access, and we're able to put our cart on an elevator and go to whatever floor and use minimal space to set up at their pool party, at their appreciation event. And so it's another element of Snowy that makes us very compatible to your environment. That's what we pride ourselves on, that we can fit into whatever environment you need us to fit into.
Very cool. I love that. If you could interview anyone on this podcast, who would you interview?
I would probably want to interview Tony Robbins, the speaker and business coach, and just to gain insight on how he would direct Snowy Atlanta in the future with things, with blind spots. So I think it would be, for me, Tony Robbins, or I'm going to add another one. John Hope Bryant would be another person. I had a chance to meet him several years ago through this program called Banking on Our Future. The topic was money, investments versus savings.
Amazing. I love it. Okay, Ryan, you're not off the hook. You got to answer too.
The two that come off the top of my head, the first one I would say is Denzel Washington. I would say him because I feel like he has been in realms and has still been grounded of who he is. And he also is very spiritual. He actually just became a pastor. So just kind of grasping and picking his brain about how are you able to still retain your identity and who you are as a person, as well as still elevating in a field, in an entertainment field. The second person I would say is LeBron James. And I would say that because he It's just a person that is very well rounded. He is a family man, a top 10 black billionaire in the world. He is just a very well rounded human, and he is one of the best athletes.
Love that.
I got him in my cup, yeah. I got a snowy cup. Cherry in my cup, yeah. What flavor you want, fill it up? Berry in my cup, yeah. What flavor you want, fill it up?